Hello, welcome to this short where we are talking Biots Respirations, the breathing pattern that's characterized by irregularity, unpredictability, varied depth, varied rate of breathing, as well as just random periods of apnea. It's almost like the AFib of the respiratory world. It's completely unpredictable, and you don't know when apnea will happen, how long it will last. Unlike Cheyne-Stokes, which is fairly predictable in its nature, it cascades up, cascades down, apnea, and repeats. This is chaos. There's no pattern. There's no discernibility to it. That's what Biots is. You are going to see this in a few different patients. Namely, these are going to be patients who are neurologically compromised at the brainstem. The medulla controls our respiratory rate, depth, pattern, and the brain's ability to control those things is compromised in some way, shape, or form, typically due to injury. So we have traumatic brain injury. It could also be a stroke at the brainstem. It could be anything that's going to make intracranial pressure go up and raise. So I have meningitis as well as encephalitis. And another cause here could be polypharma. What I mean when I say polypharma, I mean when an individual has multiple substances in their body that are causing central nervous system depression in some way, shape, or form. Those substances are going to compound together and fight for attention, essentially, in kind of a crude way to put it. Think of it like this. Say, for example, I have alcohol in my system as well as barbiturates and benzodiazepines or opiates. When you start combining these things, their different nuanced effects start to layer on top of each other. So we know that opiates are going to cause respiratory depression. Okay, that's fairly predictable. But these other things affect the central nervous system, but maybe not in a respiratory rate. It could be varied depth. It also could be in maybe dulling the chemoreceptor in the medulla, the things that kind of pick up on the trace chemical amounts in our blood and make corrections in our respiratory rate and pattern, depending on what those numbers are, like we talked about in the Cheyne-Stokes short. It could dull their ability to do their job, making them less effective, less reactive. And those are going to intertwine with other things that impact our respiratory drive. Say it's end tidal reading, or say it is not end tidal reading, but carbon dioxide levels, or it could be oxygen levels, or a compensatory mechanism, patient going into shock. There's a bunch of different reasons why our respiratory status could change. And those things are going to layer on top of those pharmacological substances that are impeding our body's ability to correctly adjust its respiratory rate, depth, and pattern. That's Biots. So with this individual, what does that mean for you? I drew a triangle here. We like triangles in EMS. They're simple, they're effective. Airway and breathing are going to be key considerations with this patient. Now, if you have a patient who's in Biots breathing, they are sick, they need transport to the hospital immediately, and they likely are experiencing other life altering and impacting symptoms, life-threatening. So that's the phrase I was looking for, life-threatening symptoms that need to be addressed immediately. But some of the big ones that you're going to see are the airway and breathing. So I have this triangle here. Make sure that airway is patent. Make sure that the patient is ventilating and that their oxygenation needs are being met. You can supplement in each facet of this triangle. Airway is not patent, make it patent. What does that mean? Look at your patient in front of you. Is it an airway maneuver? Is it an adjunct? Is it an advanced airway? What's going on? Look at your patient. Is it ventilatory needs? Maybe they have a patent airway, but their depth is just very inconsistent and very weak, and you can support that with ventilatory needs, as maybe with a BVM, a bag valve mask. Maybe it's oxygenation as well, adding that supplemental O2 in there And all three of those compounds together are going to help you protect that airway and breathing status. That's Biots. If you guys have any questions or want to talk more about it, please hit me up and we'll talk about it. Thank you. Have a good day.